I've got the latest Wantable style edit. So if you want to learn about the theme and see what's inside, then stay tuned. Hi and welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. Bandit and Chloe are in the other room, but if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for checking us out. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being a part of our YouTube family. So this is the Wantable Power Style Edit box, and they did send me a preview. They sent me a preview of I don't know how many items, and I could choose 7 of them, or up to 7, and then if I didn't choose 7, they would choose things for me. I did choose all tops, so they had 2 pairs of pants that they offered me. One, though, when I looked at the inseam, was too long, way too long. And the other was too expensive. So they had the same pair of pants for $76 from one brand and $98 from Liverpool. So of course I had favorited the cheaper brand, and they sent me the Liverpool as my one of my choices, which I was like, no, because I know that you have the same exact looking ones only by, and at $78 is by far not a cheap brand, but a cheaper brand than Liverpool. So I ended up with all tops, and we're going to take a look at them. Now I did try to stick with more spring vibes because I do need some new spring clothes. So most of my spring clothes from last year are extra large, and I'm now wearing a medium, so I definitely needed some new things. So I said, you know what, I'll just give this one a try and try to find like some spring clothing items. So that's what I did. Let's take a look. Let's take a sneak peek. So nice spring colors, nice spring vibes in here. There was also a free gift. This is the Olay Super Serum Body Wash. So that was just included for free. It wasn't the main drawing point though. It was that I really just wanted some spring tops, and it was they had offered me, I think, $20 off because I hadn't gotten one in a little while. So I was like, all right, we'll give it a try. Now, Wantable is a stylist subscription service. If you've never tried it before and you've been interested, I do have some money down below that's going to save you, I think, $25 off of your very first edit. So feel free to take advantage of that. It gets me $25 off of my next one, but it is a way to save some money. I have a little card here with the prices and a note from my stylist. Looks like my stylist is Elizabeth. This is the first time I've ever had her. Usually there's a picture, there's no picture. The price for everything in this box is $4.75. That's for the entire box. And yes, I got $25 off of this edit. And if you keep 5 or more, you get 20% off. So if I kept everything, my final price would be $356.27. This is my bag that I can return anything that I don't want to keep or need to exchange for size. And I really liked everything I chose. So see how this goes. So first, from 78 and Sunny is this boat neck yellow and light yellow lined t-shirt. I really like that. I really like 78 and Sunny. It's a great material, and I just thought it would be cute on. Also by 78 and Sunny, and I have this in a blue and a hunter green, a dark blue and a hunter green. So I did choose this because I thought it would be nice to have a spring color. So this is a kind of like off the shoulder sweatshirt. Most of the things in here are 78 and Sunny, and that is a brand they work with a lot. So also by 78 and Sunny is this dark blue and white striped scoop neck t-shirt. So I had a shirt similar to this. Not only was it an extra large, but it also got a hole in it, probably from the wash machine, I'm not really sure, but it did get a little hole in it, so I did know I had to replace it. And by, guess who, 78 and Sunny is another tank, and this one has this nice on the bottom, this nice elastic, so it kind of will poof up for you a little bit. And that'll look nice with jeans or dress pants, so I really liked that versatility. By, you guessed it, 78 and Sunny. And I didn't even look at the brands when I was choosing them. Like, I had no idea that this was like an almost exclusive 78 and Sunny box. But I really liked this sweater. So it kind of has like this drop, not really a short sleeve, sleeveless sleeve, but a drop one. So it will not quite look sleeveless. And it's a typical blue and white, a nice, you know, I always think of blue and white. It's kind of a nautical, springy type look. Okay, this item is not by 78 and Sunny. This is by Molly Bracken, and I just thought this purse was so adorable. I thought it was lined when I saw it. It is not lined, but I still think it's super, super cute. So definitely could hang with that. And then by Ichi is this pink blazer. Now, it says it's a knit. I kind of expected it to be a little bit more sweatery than it is, but we're going to give it a try. I still think it's cute. And if I like it, I have 2 events at work next week that require me to be a little nicer dressed. So, you know, not like super fancy, but this with a little t-shirt underneath. Look nice. That would look nice. All right, this sweater here that I am wearing, I did get from a previous Wantable. It was actually on sale, so I really loved it, and I'm so glad I kept it. I got so many compliments on it. I wore it for the first time today because it was warm enough to have something, because it has, like, you see the little open weave there, and I just really love it, so I got so many compliments on it. And the jeans I got from Stitch Fix. All right, I'm going to try these things on. We'll talk about pricing, and we'll talk about whether or not we like them. So I'll be right back. All right, so here is that first sweater. It's got like a nice big boxy kind of feel. So if this is something that you liked, I would definitely go down a size because it is so big and boxy. Like, this is a medium, and like I could definitely go down to a small in it because it's just, you know, it's meant to be big and boxy. But that being said, you know, sometimes you do want it just a little bit less. And this is the Wave Tide Stripe V-neck tee in Sapphire, 78 in Sunnies. It was a requested item, $79. And I don't know, I think I was like, yeah, that'd be kind of cute. And I do like it. I do think it's nice. And again, when you're looking at 20% off of that, you're taking about $16 off. So that's going to bring it down to, you know, closer to the low 60 range. All right, let's try on the next top. I am back with the next 78 and Sunnies offering, and that is this pink sweatshirt. Again, it is designed to go off the shoulder, so I like to wear these kind of thick ribbed tanks with it, and that's just my own preference. You certainly don't need to, but that's just what I like to do. And you know, you can kind of mix some variety of fun colors, like a nice little yellow one or something like that underneath, little extra pops of color. And I do like it. I love the color. I do love this Barbie pink color. I'm just so infatuated with it. So this will probably be a keeper. Now, that being said, I bought it 2 other times, so I do know it is not cheap. Nothing from Wantable is. It's definitely a little bit more expensive than Stitch Fix. I also get Stitch Fix quarterly, so if you are interested in that, I do have a box coming in April, but I do have other boxes on my channel. I'll try to link those up here, my last one, and maybe another one as part of like the end credit thing, so that you can check out some other Stitch Fixes. And their prices, like I say, are a little bit more reasonable, but still, Wantable has 78 in Sunnies, which I love. All right, this is the Brooksville one-shoulder sweatshirt in rouge, it says. It's definitely not rouge, Rouge to me is red. This is Barbie pink. And this was also a requested item, and $69. Again, when we take 20% off of that, we're going to take close to $14 off. I did forget to show you the back of the blue sweater. I know my friend Robin over at Robin's Reviews and More's does like that, so I try to be cognizant of that for you, Robin. And if you haven't checked her out, please do. She is a lot of fun, and she does clothing, subscription boxes. She's just such a fun gal, so I'm sure you'll love her if you haven't already checked her out. We'll try to put a link to her channel up there for you. All right, let's try on something else. I am back with the next offering from 78 and Sunny, and that is this green top. And I just thought I would style it with the purse because they're both green, so I don't know, I thought they kind of went nicely together. Now this bracelet set I also got from Wantable about a year or so ago, so they do have jewelry. And cute bag. It does not have any kind of clasp, so there is that. That is, I would think, a little bit of a negative or a detractor, that it does not have any kind of clasp, as well as it not being lined. And the bag is the woven bag in beige by Molly Bracken, $68, and this was also a requested item. And then here is that top. So as you can see, right, you have that waistband there, and so that way you could wear it with some dressy pants and still, you know, have it look kind of, you know, like a little bit more dressed up. You could throw several color of blazers over this, or a cardigan, and just kind of very versatile. So this was a highly requested item. You can now highly request an item, and they'll be sure to get that in your next preview. And again, this is a medium. And this is the Redwood City Bandit Slub Tank in green apple, $49. Now, again, we'd be taking about $10 off of that. So at $39, I'm not mad about it, really. And even the bag, like, I still really like the bag. So I don't know. This is going to be the hardest one to decide on. But I do like that you can kind of crossbody it if you wanted to, although kind of the way it sits, it's like, oh, look, I'm on a shelf. But you could wear a crossbody if you needed to. You could also take it like to a farmer's market, and it would be great to, you know, store some of your purchases in there. So that's a good idea for this, right? All right, let's try on something else. And here is that last, no, not last, I have one more striped tee from 78 and Sunny. Here's that yellow on yellow one with the boat neck. And I do like the way the sleeves fall. And let's check out the price on this one. This is the Brentwood boat neck striped top in amber haze. I would not call this amber at all. It's definitely like a sunshine yellow and a very light cream yellow. And that is $52, so that would be around $11 off. All right, I have one more top in that blazer. I'm going to style those together because I think they might be cute. So I'll be right back. And I am back with that blazer by Ichi and the 78 and Sunny's tank. The blazer, I think, could be a little bit larger. It does have a little bit of a pull right in here. But then, do I want to go larger if I'm still on a weight loss journey? Like, I don't know. But it is knit, so you know, you can definitely do this. It does have these shoulder pads. I'm not necessarily crazy about, I feel like kind of working girl from, you know, 1980. They're not that big, but to me, they just feel bigger. And it is nice. It's a nice color. It's a nice feel, a nice fit. It's not, again, as knit as I thought it would be. Like when I heard knit, I didn't think it was going to be a sweater, but I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a giving material, I guess. And I do like the top underneath. I think it's going to be a good replacement for the one that I had to get rid of because, again, it had that hole in it and it's just going to get bigger. The jacket is the Kate Knit Blazer in Super Pink. This is a large, size 10-12 by Ichi, and it was $109. But again, I figured, okay, with that 20% off, it'd bring it down to a more reasonable rate. It is a very good quality, I will tell you that. Like, this is definitely a good quality blazer. And then the top is the Surfside Stripe Scoop Tank in Mariner Midnight, and that's at $49, again, 78 in Sunny, and again, close to $10 off of that. So some really great options, some really great spring forwardy type items, so I really like that. I don't know, I'm kind of grooving on this blazer though. I don't know, I do have another blazer though that's hot pink, so maybe I'll give it up because I do have the other hot pink blazer that I got last year. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna have to dig that out, try it on, and compare. That's what I'll do. That's how I'll know. All right, well, tell me, what was your favorite item in this box? What would you return if you were me? And again, I know we all look different in different colors, different textures. Not everybody likes a bright pink. I do. I just feel, I don't know, kind of like silly in it. Like it's just a bright sunshiny day when I'm wearing it. So I don't know. For me, it's a color that I would wear. And I would definitely wear it with this top underneath too. Like I definitely think that that would be a good match with a pair of jeans, maybe white jeans though. That is what I'm going to be needing in one of my next boxes. So we'll see. Those are hard to get because I am short. So getting petites can be very difficult. All right. Well, thank you so much for spending a little time with me. Please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell. And hopefully I'll see you soon.